Hello, wonderful people! Welcome back to Rooted and Raised, where we explore biblical parenting with love, logic, and legacy. Our journey is all about nurturing our children with intention, steering clear of the pressures that often cloud our parenting decisions. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic, using logical consequences to instill respect in our little ones. Because respect, dear friends, is the cornerstone of any relationship, especially the one we share with our children. Now, let's delve into today's core teaching. Today's IT, Proverbs 22:6 tells us, "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." This timeless wisdom speaks volumes about the enduring impact of our parenting strategies. It emphasizes the importance of laying a solid foundation for our children's lives, instilling in them the values and virtues that will guide them even into their old age. But how do we translate this age-old wisdom into everyday parenting? One effective approach is the concept of logical consequences. This is a strategy where the consequence directly relates to the child's action. For example, if a child refuses to do their homework, a logical consequence might be that they miss out on their favorite TV show. The message here is clear. Actions have consequences. Logical consequences teach children about responsibility and respect. They learn that their actions have repercussions, and this understanding fosters a sense of accountability. But remember, this isn't about punishment, but rather teaching life lessons. It's about helping children understand that their choices matter, that they have control over their actions, and that with freedom comes responsibility. Now, a practical tip on how to implement logical consequences. The key is to ensure that the consequence is directly tied to the child's behavior and is implemented in a loving and respectful manner. So if your child leaves their toys scattered around the house, a logical consequence could be that they miss out on playtime until the toys are put away. The consequence is directly related to the behavior, and it's implemented without anger or frustration. Remember, the goal of logical consequences is not to punish, but to guide. It's about teaching our children to make better decisions in the future. And this is where the wisdom of Proverbs 22:6 truly shines. By training our children in the way they should go, we are equipping them with the tools they need to navigate life's challenges. Remember, the key to implementing logical consequences is to do so with love and respect, never out of anger or frustration. Now, it's time for some real talk. Let's consider a real-life example. Picture this. Your child has a favorite toy. It's a toy they love, but they never seem to remember to put it away. You've reminded them, you've asked nicely, but the toy remains scattered across the living room floor. Here's where the principle of logical consequences comes in. Instead of yelling or nagging, you calmly explain that if the toy isn't put away, it's going to take a little vacation in the toy box for a few days. This isn't about punishment, but about teaching responsibility. The next day, the toy is still out. You follow through on your word and the toy goes away. Yes, there may be tears, there may be protests, but you remain firm, reminding your child about the rule and the consequence. In a few days, when the toy is returned, you'll find that your child is more likely to remember to put it away. They've learned that their actions have consequences, and they've learned it in a way that encourages respect for rules and for others. This approach is just one example of how we can apply biblical wisdom and logical consequences in our everyday parenting. It's about providing gentle guidance, teaching valuable life lessons, and fostering a sense of responsibility in our children. And that, dear parents, is how we apply biblical wisdom and logical consequences in our everyday parenting. So, what's our takeaway from today's discussion? It's clear that parenting with purpose is vital. We've learned the significance of using logical consequences to teach respect and responsibility. Even more powerful is the application of these principles with an undercurrent of love and respect. This approach shapes children into individuals who aren't just obedient, but who understand the why behind their actions. Remember, if we want our children to thrive, we must start with roots in faith and raise them with love and logic. Until next time, keep parenting with purpose.